Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome to an update on our total body wellness, health resets, wellness challenge. So I am going to briefly go over the pillars of our challenge, give an update on my body goals and what I want to achieve during the challenge. We're going to talk about weight loss versus fat loss. Then we're going to let you go ahead and get into the meal prep for tomorrow because we start on Monday, but that kitchen needs to be stocked and ready to go. So I will get into it. Let's go. All right, gang, and I'm back. So let's talk about the pillars of the challenge. I'm going to be looking a little bit off to the side because I have my board sitting in front of me. I like to write things down so I remember. So the first is hydration. Water, water, water. A minimum of 8 glasses of water daily. The next is sleep. We're aiming for a minimum of 6.5 hours per night. I know if you have smaller children, work overnight jobs, that may be difficult. If you can't get the full 6.5 hours, at least establish a time you go to bed every day and try to stick to that window. That'll help you. I don't even have words to say it. It will just help you. Okay. Or, Lauren's off here to the side, try to get an established nap in. So if you can't get a consecutive amount of sleep, at least try to take a 20 to 30 minute nap if you can during the day. That was very good advice. Thank you, Lauren. So let's talk about nutrition. So we're going to have clean eating, fasting. We're going to not eat 2 hours before bed and not eat 2 hours upon waking. So 2 hours before you go to sleep and 2 hours when you wake up. We want to make sure our fasting window includes those 4 hours. So if it comes in a package and has more than 5 ingredients, it's probably a no. So when you're in the grocery store, shopping in the produce section, the protein section, meat, basic foods, eggs, milk, veggies, rice, potatoes, all of those things are easy to make. So you want a protein, you want a carb, and then a salad. That's how I explain it. Veggies, yes, but protein, carb, salad. Keep it very basic. But again, I will link my food list and meal ideas in this video. So let's talk about exercise. It is the fourth and the least prioritized pillar. Exercise is important, but it's not what's going to help you lose weight. It will help you deplete energy, which is calories, which will help you get into a calorie deficit, which will help you lose weight. But it's really about shaping your body, providing mental focus, oxygenating your body, just getting out there and making sure that all those God-given things that God has given us, we continue to utilize them and be healthy and strong. So I am suggesting fasted cardio 3 times a week and strength training 2 times. What is cardio? So cardio is walking, running, jogging, treadmill, elliptical, HIIT cardio like you see on YouTube. If you haven't exercised in a long time or have a significant amount of weight to lose, I suggest just implement walking. And when I say fasted, it doesn't have to be in the morning when you haven't eaten, but it needs to be 2 hours after you have eaten. So that still puts you in a fasted state because your body should have, run through most of that fuel. So a good walk, 1.5 miles, 2 miles, a mile, 30 to 45 minutes, 3 times a week. You can also hit up YouTube for simple cardio exercise. Make sure you are walking briskly, not a light pace. You need to be, moving, having those knees up. Same thing with any type of cardio that you do. So strength training is using your body or resistance bands, weights to do exercise. So how people do squats, lunges, chest press, arm curl, shoulder curl, all those things to kind of reshape and strengthen their body. Again, if you've never had a consistent training regimen, DM me and I will help you build something to start with. If you're already on something or been going away from a program, get back on that program that you were on. But we want to do that twice a week. I would say do that when you're fed. That way you can get the most out of the training. Like I was saying with the strength training, I would do that in a fed state. That way you can really use all of your strength to complete the exercise. I do most of my training fasted. I just prefer that. But that's something that I grew into. So on this particular challenge, I want you to do the strength resistance training on a nourished body. So maybe an hour after you eat, you can do your little strength training workout, 15 to 30 minutes twice a week. All right, so let's talk about weight loss versus fat loss. So weight loss tends to be just, like you say, offloading weight off your body. That includes fat, water, and all the others. Fat loss is what it is, dropping fat, right? So usually when people drop fat, it's about how that's when you get that body recomposition look, or people be like, oh, you look snatched. We all have seen people lose weight and still look kind of unformed and marshmallowy. So that really goes back to that strength training. Make sure you're implementing a good strength training program in this Wellness Reset Challenge. Again, if you're having struggles, DM me, YouTube me, and I will support you. But that's also going to talk about versus the tape. So I would suggest weighing yourself bi-weekly, but also measuring yourself with the tape weekly. The inches don't lie. And the more inches you lose around your midsection determines how much more fat loss you have. So let me show you how to measure yourself and where to measure yourself. We'll start from the top down. You want to measure your neck. I know it sounds crazy, but here. All right, you take the tape and you go here. You measure your neck, all right? You want to then measure your arm in the fattiest part of the arm, so in the middle of the meat. It's going to be hard. You might need someone to assist you with that part, but you want to measure in the middle of the meat here. Then you want to hit the waist at the smallest point of your waist here. I have a short torso, you guys, so mine's going to be a little different. I like to hit the mid. You want to measure the mid where your belly button is, okay? You want to measure your hips at the widest part. It's not the part where your booty projects out the most. It's right underneath here on your hip bone. You want to measure your thigh in the meatiest part of your thigh, like in the middle section. My thigh is as big as some people's waist. Thanks. And then you want to hit, oh, I missed one. Let me readjust and come back. Okay, forearm. I don't know. So I had a nutritionist a few years ago, and this is how he taught me to measure my weight, fat loss. This is why I'm telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all what I've learned over time. Oops. In the fattiest part too, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have Lauren help me when I do this. But boom. Here. And you need to do that every week on the same day. Boom. And piece de resistance, that calf. I don't know if y'all can see down this far.
Go up a little higher.
A little higher, it's not in the medius.
Yeah.
And out. All right, y'all, what are my personal goals? My personal goals are to work on my back fat. So I don't know if y'all can really see it. Y'all, I'm tempted to show y'all this legit back fat. Okay. So it kind of, let me see if I can relax it. So to get rid of that, this little pooch right here, even though that's mostly hormones, work on this pooch and establish a real upper body program. You know, everybody been working on them hips and them thighs and those glutes. My goal is to now work on my upper body and my back. So I've already started by implementing 2 days a week upper body. So they'll need to establish a nice overall body program to make sure my body is looking the same on the top and the bottom. There's no point in working out one part and not having equity across the body. Also, y'all see my little hip dents or whatever, hip dips. I'm just going to continue to do the workout that I've been doing, which is a unilateral leg day on Mondays, a heavy leg day on Wednesdays, and then on Fridays or Saturdays, a cable leg day that mimics Wednesdays, but it's driven by the cable. I've seen a lot of growth there. I'm not looking for perfection, but we just gonna get better and better all of 2023. I am going to drop the PDF and any other additional links in this video. I was saying, if you need any support from me, hit me on any of my socials, Fit Body by Foco on YouTube and TikTok, and also on Instagram. Thank you for watching.